Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back again. So, I was going through my houses here, like I did, I guess, a couple weeks ago, and found another one of these houses that I hadn't built yet, that I had bought that had come available in the home store for LP. And I guess this had been a while back, and it kind of caught my eye because of the shape of it. And I really love how this looks. And I had already started getting some ideas. You can see here where I was videoing this part, I hadn't even built it yet. So I already was getting some ideas. I was kind of confused why you just have this little kitchen down here in the basement. I thought that was kind of strange, and then a coffee bar, but nowhere to eat. I don't know. That's just weird. And there's a full kitchen upstairs, actually a two-part kitchen, but we're going to go through the inside and the outside. So you have this area in the front here that's a covered porch. Then you come in this hallway area, this entrance here, and you have the stairs, which I love, putting stairs into little L-shaped alcoves where they kind of fit back in there. And then here's the first part of the main kitchen. So you mostly have like the cooking area there. And then here would be your fridge and your sink area, I guess. I like how they designed the house. This is not how I would have done it, and you'll see how I did all of this in the after. And if you're new here, I want to also let you know I don't change the walls when I do these remodels. So I work with the floor plan that's here. I like how they laid everything out. There's a few little quirks here and there. I do like how they put that little computer nook there in the living room, and it's a nice big great room, but not too big. So you have the dining area and the living room there as well. The couches don't really match, but again, that's just personal taste. There's a lot out here in the back, as you can see, but it does look pretty and well arranged. And then they have a little alcove there in the front, as you can see, to kind of make the shape of the house a little more interesting. And then you come upstairs here, and you have just some bookshelves on the landing. And then you kind of branch off there to a tiny little L-shaped, and it looks like they've used that whole side as the master. And as I was painting through here, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with all of these rooms. And when you see what I did in the after, I think you'll like it. But you can see there's a closet as soon as you come into this bedroom. Then you have the bathroom there. And then you have the alcove there for the dresser. And then there's that door there that goes out onto the top of the covered porch, so it's kind of like a double-decker covered porch. And I really like that. I think they used it for an office space though. And then you have this tiny little bathroom here. It's kind of hard to see, and it's kind of like a little maze. So I was thinking about how I was going to rearrange all of these little rooms here. And then you have this very odd bathroom. So there's nothing there. And then they have a tub and a sink just kind of crammed in there with a big mirror. I don't know. But you'll see what I did with that too. And all of these bedrooms and how I rearranged the purpose of the rooms without changing the walls. Here's a better look at that little bathroom there. And they put a lot of like the grapevines and things like that. So, not my style as in decorating, but I think they did a great job and they have good taste. It's just, everything's arranged well. And as I looked around this house, this is not a first impression, as you can probably tell. I could just see coming in here and making it my own. So I went ahead and built the house and remodeled it, and you'll get to see what I did with it when I come back. Okay, so I am finished with the house. One more look at the before, and here it is after. This is the vision I had for this house. I've changed everything except the walls, and I think this is such a pretty house. You can see the double-decker kind of covered porches there. They actually have a purpose now where you can sit there and enjoy. I left that patio there as the kind of fake grass because I thought it looked really nice. I've never done that before, and because I wanted to use the railing. See, we don't have fences that match the patio and balcony railings, So I wanted that to look like the fence matched the railing, so I kept that green in the front, the green patio, so I could use that coastal railing. But that's what I did with the back there. I think it looks really, really nice. And I have that coastal railing all the way around on the balconies. And then I've done lots of yellow in the landscaping out front here. And you can see the porches there. And that alcove there on the right, I used as a little place to put a swing. So this is how you would come into the house right here. And I've added some archways here and added them all the way around. And you have 4 seats here and 2 little tables, so this would be a great place to have friends over to have coffee or drinks. And you have the fan lights there and the beautiful yellow flowers all the way around it. And this is how you come in here, the French doors. I've just added a nice buffet table there. And then here's a place to put coats and shoes and purses. And I've used my favorite staircase here. They had another staircase and it's set back in there perfectly. Now they had a 2-part kitchen here and I decided not to do that. I made this all one little kitchen. So you have the sink and stove and some cabinets and little appliances over here. And then over here is where I put the fridge that I think matches very, very well. And you can see in relation to where the stairs are, I've put an archway underneath here and also from the living room, so you have a little passageway under the stairs also into the living room. The other arch takes you into the pantry, and you can see where the floor shifts here. So you go into the pantry, and then you make a direct left into this little laundry room here. I'll try to give you a better view. That's why I like the layout. It has all these cute little nooks and crannies everywhere, and back here, where they had kind of like I believe the sink area and all of that all by itself, I used this as a little breakfast room. So I've put the French doors on each side of it. You can open it up and use that as a beautiful little breakfast nook. And I used that light fixture there, actually 2 of them, to bring out the colors in the rug. So let's go into the living room again. You can go under the stairs here, or you can come from the entryway. This was a nice big room. And you can see where the archway's there. That was just kind of a big empty space, maybe with a doorway over there. And I know those are living room chairs. There's an actual eating space where the Sims can eat in the kitchen, remember, but I wanted it to look really cool with the couch that I chose, okay? So we're pretending those are dining room chairs. But I wanted everything to kind of flow together, and I think it does in this room. And I have the basement stairs over there. I had to choose the ash from the Desert Oasis to match what was in the room. And then I have 2 sets of French doors to take up that space back there behind the archways to go out onto that back patio. And I think it really maximized on the architecture that was already in the home. So I added a little door here. There are these 2 little tiny rooms. So I made a vanity room, and then you can see the archway that comes directly into the little toilet room. So it's technically a 2-part half bath, which I don't think I've ever done before. So that's what I've done with the downstairs, and I really, really like this house. Down in the basement, though, instead of having just a little kitchen and then a coffee bar, I've turned it into a workout room with a refrigerator / vending machine. So coming up the stairs, you have the landing here, and I've just added some of those pretty little cottage shelves and kept it kind of simple because I didn't want to overcrowd this landing area up here, because I really like how you can look down those steps, the way those steps are made. I don't know why it puts the black line on the wall, but we'll just ignore that, and we'll come into this bedroom here. I love how this bedroom turned out with that wallpaper and the wall hangings and the lamps and the color on the bedding, and then the sea pictures over there, the seashell themed pictures. And then here is its bathroom here. It's a 4-piece bath. And then as you came into the room, you had that closet over there as well. So this room has double closets. It has the one right here as you come into the room. I just redecorated it from what they had it before. And then over here on the other side, you have a second closet, just tucked in right here. and you also have access to that small balcony, as well as this covered porch area over top of the one that's on the bottom. It's smaller, so instead of having 4 seats, I just added 2 of the same chairs and the same table, same fan lights, and that way from the front it looks like it all belongs there. So that's this side of the upstairs. Now remember, there was kind of a weird little bathroom here, so I wanted to kind of rearrange it to where, to me, it just made more sense. So I tucked this shower back here. It's kind of an open shower out on its own, but if you put it in its own little room, it makes sense to put it in there. I probably should have tiled that room, but you saw the rest of the bathroom there. So I put an archway there where there was that little 2x1 room, and just made it kind of like a passageway into this bedroom. So I think this is a cute bedroom with all the colors. This could be for like a teenager maybe. And there's a door there, and I'll show you where it goes in just a second. But there's also a door over here in the hallway that leads you to the third bedroom. And I've done it in these beautiful colors here. I love how this looks. No TV in this bedroom, but there is a little iPad there and a pretty shelf on the wall. And then here is where that bathroom used to be, that really long, oddly shaped bathroom with nothing on one side and everything on the other. I've turned that into a Jack and Jill closet. I've never done that before. So I figured the 2 older kids there, we'll just imagine that's who lives there, could share a closet. Nothing wrong with that at all. So I think that was a better use of the space, because then they have that front hall bathroom there to share as well. So let's take a look at where everything is. And I had already videoed this portion before I saw the comments on my last video from a couple of people letting me know what I need to do to take that box off my screen. So I think there might be one more video coming, I'm not sure, where it's still going to be there. But now I know how to remove it to where I can show you the whole screen again. So thank you to everyone. I think there were a total of 3 of you who told me how to do that. I really appreciate it. Now, it doesn't make building any more fun, because this has, for me at least on the iPad, taken some of the joy out of the building of the houses. It's just so inconvenient to me. I don't know. It just is. But I guess we'll get used to it unless they decide to change it back. But at least now in videos, I know how to take it off the screen and give you a better view, unlike what you're seeing here. So I just wanted to say thank you for showing me how to do that. You don't know how much I appreciate that. You guys are great. So that's just the rest of the house. There's the basement. And I really did enjoy remodeling this house a whole lot. It was a lot of fun just to come in and just redecorate it and make it my own. The one thing about remodels that I love so much, and maybe some people think I do too many of them, I do a lot of original builds as well. I love building from the ground up, but I love taking other people's masterpieces. Even if I don't like every single little part of them, I appreciate them for what they are. And if I make any comments that may seem like, oh, well, she's being mean, don't think I'm being mean. I'm just thinking out loud about what I don't like. Just like if you were, say, shopping for a house in real life and you love the house, but there's just certain little parts of it that you would want to move in and make your own. It's kind of like that. But I love how this remodel turned out. And I'm going to go ahead and add the grid because I don't think it's available anymore. So that way you guys can take screenshots and reproduce it if you'd like to. And when I do original builds, I'm going to start posting the grids again. I think someone, yes, it was in the Facebook group, asked me for the grid on one of my original builds recently, and I realized that I had stopped doing that since I hadn't uploaded videos for a while. So I'll try to remember for original builds and for builds like these that are not available anymore to post the grids. So when it comes to architect homes, though, I feel a little uncomfortable doing that because I don't know if the person whose homes are currently being, shown as architect homes would be comfortable with me putting that on my video. So when it comes to original builds and it comes to remodels like these, though, I'll try to remember to put the grid up just like I am now. So I hope you enjoyed the remodel of the garden terrace living house. If you did, please give me that like or leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. And if you're new here, please feel welcome to subscribe. I would love to have you. And I want to thank all of you for watching. I want you to take care of yourselves, stay well. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.